Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Senate drills Lai Mohammed over 23 million spent on travel in 3 months. Just on travel, oh. They never change in culture. He has not gone anywhere. He has not taken allowance. So do you know how much he receives in 1 month? Even with that, he cannot buy his tickets. He cannot travel on his own. He's traveling on your back. That's why they're increasing the fuel so that you can keep on sponsoring his lavish lifestyle. This is the one you know, every one of them, the same alike. Oh. The 300 and how many senators do we have in Nigeria? Every one of them, the same alike, no difference. So we've not talked about presidency or the presidential jet and plane that is being used by their aide to take picture, to take a pre-wedding photos and the rest. We've not talked about that. So we've not talked about wardrobe allowance. We've not talked about kitchen allowance. We've not talked about, I beg, scam this country. Aye. And that's why we must change the narrative. This green passport, it must matter again. The way we can do it, we stand together. Unity is a bond. Unity, it has a voice. When we stand together and say no, 2023, we'll see the results. You and I needs to rise up. We move. Yes, that's the slogan. We move. We must form a political party and form it now and get our candidates and start preparing for election come 2023. No PDP, no APC, any youth that stands behind them, we disown you. Let's continue. Senate drills Lai Mohammed over 23 million. Oh, God, have mercy. Spent on travel in 3 months. The Senate on Tuesday drilled the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, for some hours for spending 19 million on international travel and 23 million on local travel before the breakdown of COVID-19 and subsequent lockdown. The Senator Sakari, All Progressive Congress APC Jigawa North West led Senate Committee to Information and National Orientation was moved, and the minister in 2021 budget defends the amount spent on ministry at contained in the 2020 budget. After the minister's presentation, Senate Committee expressed surprise how the minister could spend such amount, particularly when the country was in lockdown due to a global pandemic. So how you been winch? How you take fly with 23 million locally, 19 million internationally? Where you go? No border open at the first lockdown. Recall that the first phase of lockdown in Nigeria began on the 30th of March. Trouble started when the vice chairman of the committee, Senate Francis, PDP, Imo West, questioned the minister to explain how such amount of money could be expended on travel against the lockdown that the COVID-19 did not only affect Nigeria but the entire world. The senator asked Lai Mohammed thus, let me take you on this your 2020 overhead. You have here on local travel and transportation expenditure of 30 million. You spend 23 million on local transport and receive 96 million as appreciation. As release, you expended 90 million altogether on international travel and transport. You had spent 43 million. You expended 19 million. So I am wondering, this period of lockdown where nobody was able to go out of the country during the 2020 apprehension, how were you able to embark on international travel and you expended 19 million? So we need to look at that critically. And you also tell us here in parliament how you were able to do. You have to tell us here how you were able to do that. Most part of the year, we had travel restriction. I am sure you will remember you did a lot of enlightenment program on this. And I'm sure you will remember that most of us were prevented from moving into other states. So I don't know how you also had the luxury of spending the entire money at that amount, 90 million, that was appreciated. You appreciated to this travel. So these are information we need to get from your expenditures. In his response, the Minister of Information, who noted that the amount was spent when they traveled for international summit alongside an advocate done an advocacy done in the United Kingdom before March said, you will notice that 43 million was budgeted, but less than 40% was spent previously because of the COVID-19. And before then, remember that we had traveled to attend several international summits, stating UNWTO conference, UNESOC in Spain, in the UK. We had also advocated in the UK at the same time, all before the lockdown. I think our last trip was actually in Addis Ababa when we accompanied the president to the AU. That was about March, before the lockdown. The lockdown came at the end of March. So whatever we spent here, we spent it before the lockdown. Consequently, the committee also asked the Minister of Information to forward its details of his local and international transport in the 2020 budget, just as it also questioned the minister for huge increase in his proposed 2021 budget. The minister 2020 budget budgeted 44 billion was proposed, but 2.9 billion was apprehended. Why in 2021 he has proposed 400 billion? Jesus, I weak. He has proposed 400 billion. I weak. This is one ministry. This is one. It's not another, just one. This is not Ministry of Education. This is one. God. The nation is bleeding. The nation, the organs are shutting up. You know, when somebody is losing blood, the organs in the body begin to shut up. You know, the liver shut up, the lungs, the brain. Lastly is the brain, so that it can conserve a bit of energy if the person will be resuscitated at all. Nigeria is bleeding. Save Nigeria. Nigeria is bleeding. I don't know what to say. The news continues, but I'm weak. I'm short of words. Yeah, that's the best exclamation of how I'm feeling now. I am short of words. I'm weak. I can't even talk. In his explanation, Maya Mohammed said the increment was due to the review national minimum wage. Oh God. God, you dey heaven. You dey see everything wey dey happen. You dey see everything wey dey happen. God, have mercy. Have mercy on Nigeria. Guys, leave me a comment. You'll get weak. God bless you. Bye for now.